Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. This week, Blueface seems to have gotten himself into a heap of hot water. First, he came under fire after announcing that he was considering marrying his main chick, Jaden Alexis, despite the fact that Krishan Rock is pregnant with his baby. And then, a few days later, he posted a picture of himself in a hot tub full of pregnant women with a caption that read, "I'm in and out of a B life. I'm not Oscar proud." End quote. Well, apparently, Erykah Badu saw Blueface's post and she was not feeling the message because she jumped online and she said, quote, "He's trash. Universe, do your thing." End quote. Now, after Erykah Badu called Blueface trash and summoned the universe to issue its cosmic karma upon him, Blueface's mother, who goes by Carlissa Angelic on Instagram, found out about her post and immediately took aim at Miss Badu. Blueface's mom jumped on her Instagram stories and said, quote, "Did this heifer just use the universe against a child of God? Are we watching this ish here? But ain't nobody say nothing when she was paying for Tyrone, his cousins, and his homeboy's way." End quote. Listen, I don't think that Blueface and his moms really want no smoke with Erykah Badu. And parents, please do me a favor. Stop trying to defend your kids when your kids are out of pocket. I mean, nothing bothers me more than seeing women who defend their sons when their sons are disrespecting women. Well, anyways, Blueface caught wind of Erykah Badu's comments and he replied, quote, "W promo. Thank you, universe." End quote. But a whole bunch of his fans were quick to tell Blueface that he might want to hold up before trying to claim that victory against Erykah Badu. One person said, quote, "I would be horrified if I was Blueface. Out of all the people that could say this, the Erykah Badu was the one to say it. Words are powerful." End quote. Another person who's convinced that Erykah Badu just put a curse on Blueface and thinks he'll be seeing the repercussions very soon said, quote, "Erykah Badu just posted a picture of Blueface and said he's trash. Universe, do your thing. This ninja about to go through it. Watch what I tell you." End quote. And then, after that, another person said, quote, "Erykah Badu called out Blueface and she don't speak on ish. I'm waiting for him to say something stupid so she could finish him." End quote. Listen, I'm not a betting woman, but if I was, I would bet you $1 million that Blueface is not getting ready to come at Erykah Badu with but so much heat, because his little degree in pimpology only qualifies him to deal with like these little chicken heads out in the street. He is not ready for that grown woman energy. Look, let me know what you think about Erykah Badu calling Blueface trash and calling on the universe to handle his little blue behind. And also, what do you think about Blueface's mother jumping into the mix? Let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check it out. Back in 2020, singer Lennox blasted Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King after Gayle's coverage of Kobe Bryant's death. Ari, who accused both women of bashing black males accused of sex crimes while ignoring similar allegations leveled against their white counterparts like Harvey Weinstein, said, quote, "This is about to get real toxic, and I don't give a F if I get canceled forever. F Gayle and F Oprah. Y'all are some self-hating pieces of ish. Fake A's." End quote. Ari, who referred to Winfrey and King as Okra and Kale, continued on to say, quote, "You want to spend the rest of your days tearing down black people? Build us up, help us." End quote. Well, 3 years later, Ari Lennox is wagging her tail between her legs and apologizing to Oprah and her BFF. In a new statement on Twitter, Ari wrote, quote, "I sincerely apologize to Oprah and Gayle. Y'all legends didn't deserve that wretched, ignorant live. I could be a beast sometimes, just putting it out there. Not always proud of those moments, but sometimes I am. I've been naive, a sheep, a people pleaser, battling traumas and codependency. I was one, mindlessly and unintentionally, spreading false information in order to impress people. My lives were a playground on top of a fiery hell. I was simply unaware of the damage I was causing." End quote. A little later on, Ari came back and said, quote, "I apologized because I feel I was wrong, and I feel like those women didn't deserve that ignorant attack from me." End End quote. You know what? Just based on the wording and the introspection of that apology, I feel like Oprah Winfrey put in a call and she had like Gail and Dr. Phil on the other line. And she was like, let me talk to you, little girl. And after Oprah gave this chick a little stern talking to, she was like, okay, Oprah, I'm gonna apologize tomorrow. Listen, let me know what you think about Ari calling Oprah and Gail out and then apologizing. Now check it out. I know that everybody who listens to the show is not a teacher, but I'm gonna need for you to put on your teaching caps today, because after I finish telling you this next story, I'm gonna need for you to grade this student's work. A few months ago, a young man went to school, and the teacher was teaching about Columbus Day, and when the lesson was over, the teacher asked the students to write a journal about what they learned in class that day. And this is what the student wrote, and I quote, "Today was not a good learning day, blah, blah, blah. I only wanted to hear you not talking. You said something wrong, and I can't listen when I hear lies. My mom said that the only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace, because Columbus didn't find our country, the Indians did. I like to have Columbus Day off, but I want you to not teach me lies. That is all. My question for the day is, how can white people teach black history?" End quote. My man said, the only Christopher that we acknowledge is Wallace. Well, after the young man submitted his journal entry to the teacher responded back, and the teacher said, quote, "King, I am very disappointed in your journal today." End quote. Now, let me tell you something. Regardless of what the kid wrote, I am really not happy with what the teacher wrote, because, that is not good teaching. But anyway, I know what I would have given this kid as a grade, but I want to hear what you would have given him. On a scale of like 65 to 100, with like 65 being an F and 100 being an A, what grade would you have given this kid on his journal? Now, peep this. Lizzo says she is sick and tired of all you people out there trying to fat shame her and say all types of stuff about her body. And she says that every time she goes on the internet, somebody got something to say, and it's really starting to irk her last nerve. So much so that you just don't know how close she's coming to quitting music. Apparently, Lizzo was livid after she read a social media comment that said, quote, "How is Lizzo still this fat when she's constantly moving this much on stage? I wonder what she must be eating." End quote. Now, after reading that post, Lizzo responded by saying, quote, "Just logged on in the app, and this is the type of ish I see about me on a daily basis. It's really starting to make me hate the world." Then somebody in the comments said, "I eat lots of fast food. I literally stopped eating fast food years ago. I'm tired of explaining myself all the time, and I just want to get on this app without seeing my name in some bull-ish. The love definitely do not outweigh the hate on social media. All because I'm fat? This is crazy. Y'all don't know how close I be to giving up on everyone and quitting and enjoying my money and my man on a effing farm." End quote. You know what? Lizzo might just need to walk away from social media for a while, because if you know anything about doing something on social media, you know that there's a 99.999% chance that some troll is going to come through in your comment section just to say something to try to ruin your day. So you got to know when to walk away. And also, Lizzo's got to get to the point where she's not trying to explain herself to everybody. Listen, she knows what she puts in her mouth, and nobody else needs to know what she puts in her mouth. Listen, I know that when somebody's sensitive, it's very hard to ignore what some of these people have to say. But if I was Lizzo, I wouldn't be paying attention to nothing that these trolls had to say, because I would be over there counting my cash while they were over there counting my calories. Listen, let me know what you think about Lizzo saying that she's contemplated leaving the music business because of all of the negative comments about her weight on social media. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, let me see what other stories we got. The other day, a former Playboy centerfold model came out and said that Bill Cosby assaulted her in 1969. Well, after the news broke, 50 Cent just had to get his 2 cents in. And 50 said, quote, "They're just doing Bill dirty, shaking my head. Ain't no way 54 years ago, laughing my A off. This is just effed up, Brody." End quote. Listen, 50 Cent is still talking about when he got shot 23 years ago. So how in the world is he talking about somebody else who's talking about something that happened to them back in the day? I mean, I don't care whether Bill Cosby assaulted this chick back in 1753 BC. If she wants to talk about it and she wants to get some justice, she can talk about it and she can get some justice. And that's her business. And just because it happened like a billion years ago doesn't mean that we should discount her story or that she needs to let it go. Listen, let me know what you think about 50 Cent saying this chick going after Bill Cosby is effed up. Let me know what you think in the comments. And hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.